the war zone? Bright, welcoming, or a treacherous pit of booby traps? As we welcome all comers, brave or foolhardy, to the awful fray!
Let the wars begin!
It's here where hopes tumble, dreams puncture and sparks fly!
On the off, 3, 2, 1, Italy.
It's a hammer blow to the senses and a hurdy-gurdy ride to the absurd! It's Robot Wars!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Welcome to Robot Wars, the 7th Wars, the biggest robot competition in the world. Because when robots want to rumble, there's only one place to come. We've got the flames, we've got the chainsaws. It's the ultimate test of robot supremacy. We are Robot Wars! Tonight, Spawn again are back, hoping for a place in the series semi-finals. So hey, let the wars begin!
Craig, watch out for the number 6 seed Spawn again in fight 1 with Chip, Nita Machine and Revenge of Trouble and Strife. Then it's Raging Knightmare, Topbot, The Executioner and R.O.C.S.
From East Tilbury in Essex and number 6 seed, Spawn again.
Number 6 seeds fighting in their 5th wars.
Is this the same machine that you have had in previous wars?
It's basically the same design, but it's all new internally now, so it's sort of new electronics, new batteries, new weapons, new weapon control, new mixer, so... but yeah, basically everything's new and hopefully it will work.
Luke, have you got any tricks up your sleeve for people that are fighting you?
People are going to need an arena re-entry device from now on, because that's the only place people are going, is outside the arena.
Torque, 4-wheel driven aluminium chassis, composite body, a massive 1000 psi CO2 flipper, and they've never failed to make a series semi-final.
From Prestatyn in Wales, Chip.
Fought in the New Blood Championship for hopefuls, didn't last long though.
So what have you got on this machine then? What's going to cause damage to the other robots?
This disc here.
Show me it. And that spins?
Yeah.
And that lodges robots' heads and smashes it. Nice one. What's your biggest fear?
Getting flipped out of the arena by Spawn again. Yeah, we can work upside down, but obviously if we get flipped out, we're gone.
A fully polycarbonate armoured robot with a horizontal disc at the front spinning at 1500 RPM. It does work both ways up, but it's a fairly untried design and it's been unreliable in testing too.
From St. Martinsburg in the Netherlands, Nita Machine.
Once a heat finalist in Dutch Robot Wars, new to the UK Championship.
Boys, what have you got to give us in the 7th Wars?
What we've got is a pickaxe. It's nice and sharp, it's fast. We can lift 100 kilograms and some nice horns.
The horns aren't exactly going to help that much though.
Yes, but it helps us.
2 electric motors, 2-cylinder CO2 system for the axe, lift and Shremek, but the wheels are exposed, guys, huh?
From Belbrufton in Worcestershire, Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
Back for a 3rd series, never out of the heats though.
So what revenge tools do you have of destruction?
Well, we have 2 tools here. We have a disc, which is the outside body of the robot, which spins around, driven by a petrol engine.
Oh, petrol engine.
Petrol engine, yeah, a bit unreliable, but when it's going, it's pretty formidable. And we also have a flipper, which is the front bit, which is run straight off the gas tank, so a high-pressure flipper. And
petrol engines can be unreliable, though, can't they? And can't they blow up when there's fire around?
Well, if you're careful, you can, probably be safe. But there is a risk of massive combustion here.
A CO2 flipper, a 25 kilo rotating body spinning at 500 RPM, but the petrol engine slightly combustible. It's an understatement.
Roboteers, stand by.
So, to Revenge of Trouble and Strife, they're on the left, the Forsey family spawn again, Darren Haydenboard, Luke Jackman on the right. Chip on the left-hand side, captained by Rob Jones, and those guys from Holland and the Meter Machine. And there in the arena for the House Robots is Mr. Psycho. And Dead Metal too. 2, 1, activate. Well, I fancy spawn again here because of the record. And immediately out in the arena floor, you just heard a horn, the horn on Meter Machine. They're a good team, fun team from Holland, from St. Martinsburg, Meter Machine. And there with a snow plough front as well, and the axe comes down, spawn again dodges, and seems to think Chip is the weakest. Oh, goodness me, yes it was! They've had their chips. They're out! What an attack there by Spawn again! Bang! Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Oh, and look in the front there! Meter Machine's axe went as well! On Revenge of Trouble and Strife's play, we're seeing again Chip's exit from the arena. They didn't last long, did they? Rob Jones and young Gareth, his son, and Tom Ross. But Revenge of Trouble and Strife very quietly wrecked Meter Machine's bid, I think, as well. And now Revenge is toppled by Spawn again, which has been going about its business. Can Revenge of Trouble and Strife self-right there? Peter Forsey and sons Jake and Sam. Oh, this is the power of Spawn again. CO2 flipper out there. Revenge of Trouble and Strife, 93 kilos. Wrights comes down, has to get away from Spawn again's flipper. Where's Meter Machine? In the arena centre, and the ref bot's having a look, and I think they're going to be counted out, which means Spawn again could well be causing damage to Revenge of Trouble and Strife for later on in the contest. Because I don't think those Dutch boys, Arthur van Albert Bloemers and Hotte van de Ende, are going to be around much longer, do you? Meter Machine counted out. It was the spinning disc of Revenge of Trouble and Strife that did all the damage, and now they're in trouble themselves. Self-riding once again. They need to stay out of trouble. In comes Mr. Psycho onto Meter Machine. Revenge of Trouble and Strife hoisted Spawn again. Looks well on the way to another series semi-final, unless something special happens in this heat to stop it. Ooh, they nearly backed then onto the House Robot. Dead Metal and Mr. Psycho making mincemeat of Meter Machine. Revenge of Trouble and Strife stopped. There on the floor flipper. Meter Machine. Didn't really get off the ground. Oh. Now it's ruined everything. Can't get the floor flipper to flip it again now. Go on, nudge it out. What's that? Oh, now Dead Metal's got caught underneath. You're ruining my fun here. That's better. Oh, no, is it? What's happened to the floor flipper? Doesn't look right to me. Meter Machine. Bottoms up. Pressurised by the two House Robots. Ooh. Towards the pit. Big Machine. Wonder if it'll go down there. Just about. Mr. Psycho nearly followed him in. The end of Meter Machine.
6. What a battle. What a battle. Chip gets chopped and it all goes messy for Meter Machine. That means Spawn again and Revenge of Trouble and Strife. They go marching on. Join us after the break for more Metal Mayhem. Welcome back to Robot Wars, where we're about to start the second fight of the night. 4 new robots, 2 about to wish they'd never been built.
From Clondalkin in Dublin, Topbot.
Fighting in a third wars, never out of the heats though.
Yeah, probably a flip when I get flipped out of the ring, probably be the most fair anyway, yeah.
How's robots were you?
Not really, no. I think that the flippers, as the driver here says himself, the flippers are really, looking at the last matches there, getting flipped out of the ring, it seems to be a big thing this year, and, well, we'll just have to bear with it and see what happens.
A 64 centimetre, 30 kilo spinning disc there, made from steel and aluminium with 2 hardened teeth, 4 wheels on the top and bottom, low ground clearance, but front heavy, and the holes to remove the weight leave the insides exposed.
From Darlington in County Durham, R.O.C.S.
KO'd in round 1 of the 6th Wars.
I believe it's a happy occasion today, Colin.
Oh no, you haven't heard that, have you? Who's been spilling the beans? Dear me, Carl, that's no good. Yes, it's our wedding anniversary.
It's your wedding, how many years?
16.
16 years, congratulations. So 16 years, you thought, I'll do something really romantic
That's
tonight
right.
with Jackie. I'll
Yes.
take us somewhere beautiful. I'll take her Robot Wars.
Yes, that's it, yes,
We'll
and
see
why
some
not?
good fights.
That's it, yes, exactly. Better than Paris any day.
Well, I normally fight on my anniversaries. Has a hydraulic crushing beak, 2-wheel drive skid steer system, good driving and manoeuvrability, but a lack of armour and speed, and vulnerable wheels mean R.O.C.S. will RIP.
From Coville in Leicestershire, Raging Knightmare.
Team fighting in their 3rd Wars, the robot, much modified though.
What have you got this year that's going to get you through?
The same flipper, so we should have the power, and last time we chucked 2 out of the arena, so we can do the same, but this heat seems to be a tough heat.
How do you prepare for a fight?
You don't really.
No?
No, not really. We just get out there and it just happens.
There's no exercises you do, special ones?
No exercises at all. We go out into that arena and whatever's in front of us, we go for it and we flip it.
That flipper can launch at 1,000 PSI, but the body armour is lightweight and they are limited to 30 launches on full CO2 loading.
From Hampton in Peterborough, the Executioner.
Mean name, Grizzly, beaten in round 1 of the 5th Wars, Weedy.
Okay, the Executioner team are here. Are you ready to cause destruction in the arena?
Just about.
Yes? What
Yes.
do you mean just about?
Well, we're a bit worried. Everybody else disc spins at 1500 and they're splitting robots in half, and we've gone and done one that spins at 4000, so it might be, it's either going to completely explode because we've not tested it, or it's going to do serious damage to somebody.
Has a vertical spinning disc powered by a 40cc chainsaw engine, can run upside down, no need for a streamek, powerful drive motors, but petrol, they will be executed by flame.
Roboteers, stand by.
Raging Knightmare on the left-hand side there, captained by Nigel Patchett, the Executioner captained by Mark Nenedick on the right. The anniversary waltz team there, the R.O.C.S Sivers family, and Topbot Benny and Andrew Castle on the right. In the arena for the house robots, Mr. Psycho again. And Growler, his pet pooch.
3, 2, 1. Debate.
So we have spinning discs and lifters, thrusters, a crushing beak, an intriguing mix of weaponry. Topbot there into the fray immediately with that low spinning disc has come off! The disc is off, Topbot! Well, they have no weaponry! 30 kilos of spinning disc ripped off from the initial thrust. They are a toothless tiger out there as the R.O.C.S team look on. There's Raging Knightmare, which we have seen before in Robot Wars, with its huge hoisting capacity, and the Executioner is on the trail of R.O.C.S as well. R.O.C.S with the Razer-esque hydraulic crushing beak. The Executioner in trouble from Raging Knightmare. Topbot basically trying to stay out of trouble, I think. Spinning and turning and... You're not going to stay out of trouble like that. So close to the precipice. They want something to go down the pit. This is a great fight, isn't it? The Executioner closes with R.O.C.S. The beak comes down of R.O.C.S. No problem caused there. The Executioner, you can see the exhaust coming out. It's a petrol-driven engine, don't forget. It looks sturdy enough and has dodged the flames thus far. R.O.C.S tried to get the beak in there, couldn't do so. Topbot still moving bravely without any weaponry. Psycho came in. Because Topbot was an SCP's head. Psycho's lost his head. While all around you are losing their head, you must keep yours in the arena. And Psycho's lost what little brains he had. Topbot away. The Psycho's uncontrollable out there now, I would have thought. Raging Knightmare backing away. They were looking a little bit perplexed because of the rampant Psycho hammering down on the Executioner once and twice. And the hammer blow, I think, has wreaked havoc to the Executioner's hopes. They're laughing and grinning, but I think they've literally been splattered into submission. Counted out by the ref bot. The only sane body in the arena. Over and out. The Executioner gets the chop or the crush. Give him the chop. Stick that head on Traitor's Gate. Who was it that was responsible for the loss of dear old Psycho's bonds? The judges will have to decide who goes through meanwhile, as we see the end of the Executioner. 2 from 3 will survive. 6.
Well, Mr. Psycho doesn't need a head. He does it all by instinct. The Executioner definitely out. They're in the pits. The other 3 go to the judges. They'll be looking at style, control, damage and aggression. While they're making up their minds, let's have a look at the highlights.
Well, Topbot surviving to a judge's decision, but they had no weaponry, so therefore couldn't be aggressive. And to be honest, Raging Knightmare's flipper didn't work either. R.O.C.S technically very gifted. Topbot's driving was poor. And I'd vote Psycho out of there for losing his head. Who will survive? Judges decide. Of course, the Executioner went.
And the judges have made their decision based on style, control, damage and aggression. And in their infinite wisdom, they've gone for R.O.C.S and Raging Knightmare!
There we have confirmation that Raging Knightmare and R.O.C.S are through to round 2, and this is the way they line up therein. R.O.C.S will fight Spawn again. Raging Knightmare meet Revenge of Trouble and Strife.